Oh, yeah, we back. We
Oh
back.
yeah. How did you do
Oh
it?
yeah. All right, Pat. Let's hear your. Oh yeah.
Do it one more time. I need one more example.
Oh
Yeah.
Mm, It's like a
Ah.
Hannah Montana transition.
yeah. I know. All right, Kim. Let's hear your. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. Ending the podcast.
We done. That's it. That's it.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Whoop whoop! It's been too long, too
Yes,
night
sir.
long. But we are back, with Kimberly here. She's back for another episode. Woo!
Woo, I'm
Woo.
here.
But I am your host, Andrea Fern, with my co-host Patrick and John. Welcome to Talking in Color podcast. Yee, we're so excited to be back, guys. How's
Hey,
everyone?
boy.
How's everyone?
I've been chilling, man.
Big chill. I know everyone be
Yeah.
chilling. After the holidays, it's Christmas is over, guys. How do you feel about it? Are you guys happy or are you guys sad?
Well, Christmas is all right, bro. Every year it just gets.
More. Why?
I don't know. Like I just like this year for sure. Like I did not feel Christmas at all. Like my
Really?
mom, like, yeah, my family, we didn't have a Christmas tree. We didn't have no lights. I'm just like, bruh.
No
No
tree.
Christmas tree?
I
Yeah, man, no
know.
Christmas tree. I was like, bro, I ain't feeling the season. That's why I was excited to go to my brother's house because
Oh yeah, because it
yeah,
decorated the
he
house.
decked the whole house out.
I know. How do you think Kim feels? It's summertime over there, and it's Christmas.
It's summertime.
Summertime, bro.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
I know.
It's hot.
But I told her it's like the same here in Houston. Cause like, do you know how many like Christmases we've had and we're like sweating?
Oh yeah. I mean, I feel like it doesn't like snow, right? Over in
It's
Texas.
it's
So
nah,
does it?
in parts of Texas it does, like in the north part, like
like
Dallas.
yeah, up north.
But
Except for that one year. Remember that one year?
yeah, Houston it snows, but like it's like once in a blue moon. Like last time was 2021 in
Yeah,
February.
but I was like, what, February?
Yeah, that was February.
February 2021?
Yeah.
Oh
It's
yeah, that's when we
probably
had that freeze over, huh?
Yeah, oh my
yeah.
gosh, the worst like week of my
No
life.
lights.
That was so bad.
No
Yeah, that's what
electricity.
I was talking about. It was like all over the news about Texas.
Oh, it was so
Yeah.
bad. Like that thing gonna humble you.
Mm,
You'll be like, I'ma save the light. I'm not like all your lights gonna be off. Like by
You guys like legit didn't have like heaters or anything working? Like it was
no.
just like
yeah, like
straight
it
up
was a
cold.
total
Everything
blackout.
was gone. Yeah, I was freezing my butt
Yeah.
off, like in the living room, sleeping in there.
Yeah, for me, if we had water, there wasn't electricity. If we had electricity, there wasn't any water.
Oh,
So it was
Oh,
always
yeah.
like it was flip flop.
We had no water and no electricity. I didn't shower for like 3 days.
You got
girl,
Yeah.
you're nasty.
How,
That's,
what?
that's a norm
What
for
else
you.
am I? What else am I gonna do? No, because my mom forgot to
Sponge bath? I don't know.
listen. No, my mom forgot to put the dripping water.
No, so it froze your pipes.
Yeah, so it froze my pipes and our pipe thing in the garage like bursted. But good thing my dad fixed it. He stood in line in the Home Depot, in the freezing cold with like wet boots for like 2 hours to get in.
Damn, good thing you didn't
Yeah,
get frostbite.
for real. But he wasn't wearing no
Sure.
socks with them boots. I was like, what the heck?
Ew, bro.
Yeah. I was like, what the freak? He ain't no socks. But what's up, guys? Welcome back to the podcast. Yee, I'm so happy. But how was y'all's Christmas, though? John, how was your Christmas?
I don't know. It was like Pat said. It wasn't. I didn't really feel it this year.
What?
I didn't want to do no gift giveaways, like
Uh,
presents. I didn't want to share. I was like a Grinch. I would say.
I think as you get older, like the Christmas magic
more for
disappears
kids,
a little.
like-
that's true.
Yeah, I got like my niece nephew stuff, but
Hmm.
I feel like it's more for like kids now, like gift giving.
Ah, what?
Yeah.
Man,
Call me an OG. I don't know. So
I mean, OG.
I'm so excited for Christmas, you know? It's just like, yeah. But I get it though. Like if there was no tree, no lights, I would have been like also like, ain't Christmas. At least it was cold though. I'm just
Christmas came and went. Yeah, it was cold, man. It's probably one of the coldest Christmas I've had.
Experienced in like years.
Yeah. I remember like a couple of years ago, I was like, bro, it's Christmas. Why am I wearing shorts and a tank top and a Santa hat?
That's me every year.
I know, that's Kim every year.
That's the thing. Like, I really, really want to experience a white Christmas because it's so hard for me to get into the Christmas spirit because every Christmas song is about snow and like being cold. And I'm like, I don't feel it. Like, I force myself. I put up a tree and everything, and I'm like, it's okay.
That's why you gotta move up here in North America, Kimberly.
No, I want to experience my first white Christmas.
I know. But, what would I don't know if you guys got like exciting gifts or whatever. You guys want to share like some of like your favorite things?
I didn't get shit.
I got this fake plant.
Wow. Because they know you can't take care of it, Kim.
Yeah. I can't take care of real plants, so I got a fake plant. That was my Christmas present.
It looks nice though. I'm the same. Wait, John, what the heck? You didn't get anything?
Nothing. Was like, oh my gosh, like, thank you.
Oh, yeah. I feel that.
I got something like clothes, the
So underwear, socks,
underwear, sweaters. I didn't get a car or anything.
All right. I ain't got a car either, but yeah, I think it was a good Christmas, but a lot of our friends had COVID, so we couldn't really.
Oh really?
Yeah, a lot of our friends.
That's still COVID. A thing. Oh man.
Yeah, man, 2 years in a row, bro.
Yeah, 2 years in a row. It was annoying. Yeah.
You got sick around this time last year too, didn't you, Andrea?
Yeah, no, I got sick after Christmas around January.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It was just like a domino effect. Everyone was like, one person was sick, then like everyone started getting all sick. But yeah, everyone. So our friends had COVID, but I think they're negative now, like all of them. So it's all good. Then everyone is safe. Yes. But yeah, we're back in this podcast. Yeah. I don't know if you guys saw, but John posted a kind of like compilation of intros and funny moments and stuff earlier today. I don't know if you guys watched it. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, it was
and
funny,
like
man.
he put all of the intros and I just sound ridiculous. Hey, what up? That's all I hear. That was me. And then Pat's raps. All right, Pat.
Took me back, bro.
Let's go, Pat.
Go what?
Rap something real quick.
Rap something.
Come on. Off the dome. Leave the notes app behind.
No notes app.
Come on now.
Talking in color. We back. Your favorite podcast, 8:30. Get your crack.
All right.
Andrea goes in. Everybody know that John is him. Special guest is Kim. We keep it heavy, never thin.
Bars.
I know bars. I wish I had a bar. Hey, that was good. Off the dome. Pretty good. Speaking of rap, I was watching Straight Outta Compton.
Bro, me too.
Today?
Not today, but I was watching it a few days ago. Yeah. So I just felt like watching it.
I'm watching.
Damn, you guys have the same thought.
Yeah, that's crazy. I was watching it because I know when it like came out, I only watched half of it. Then like I never finished it, but pretty good. So I'm not finished yet. I'm gonna finish it as soon as we get off here. But
it's probably one of my favorite biopics.
Yeah, it's a good movie. I like it. And the music is like dope. I wish people made music like that still.
Yeah.
I would have listened to it. Like if it's like the same thing happened today. But anyways, we catching up. We don't really have a topic, but there's a lot of things that's happened, like culture wise. I know that I wanted to bring up the Twitch death thing that happened. Was that 2 weeks ago? I think 2 weeks ago.
That dude who committed suicide?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's crazy.
Okay, yeah.
He was a gamer?
No. Twitch.
He said Twitch, right?
That's what I thought.
I know, that's what
Twitch, right?
That's what Kim thought.
I thought that too. I was like, what happened to the app?
Yeah, that's what people thought too. It was so.
The guy, the Ellen guy.
Yeah, the Ellen guy.
My bad.
Wait. I'm confused. So
Twitch, he's a dancer. He was a DJ.
Oh, his name is Twitch.
Yeah, his name is Twitch.
Oh, okay. And now, all right, I'm good. Everything makes sense now. I just like.
Did you guys hear about that?
Yeah.
Okay,
I just thought that he was a streamer on Twitch this whole entire time.
On Twitch.
No, man. He was pretty famous. But
I didn't know who he was though.
Yeah, I know. I was dying.
I didn't know who he was either. But they say he was a DJ on Ellen.
Yeah, he was DJ on Ellen, but
he was like a dancer too.
Yeah, he's more well known as a dancer. He was on Step Up and stuff like that, and I think that's.
He was on Step Up. Yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's how I knew him. He was on, what's a reality show? The dancing one.
So you think he can dance?
So that's where he started, and then I think he got his role in Step Up 3. Then things happened, but yeah, I want to talk about that because I was like, that thing kind of like messed me up for like a few days because I was like, what the frick? If you guys knew this guy, like because I followed him on Instagram and on TikTok and stuff like that because he's a pretty good dancer and like his wife is also a dancer. So I was like, what in the world? Like when I saw it, I was like, that's crazy. And then like it messed me up. I was like, frick, that's crazy. And like I saw like a lot of people like also reacted the same way that I did, and it was like this doesn't feel right. Like it doesn't feel like
it's like a bit sus, right?
Yeah,
because he like isn't his wife pregnant? Am I wrong?
No,
maybe
his wife is not pregnant. But he has like 3 kids. He has 3
kids. Like little kids though, like little kids. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you guys don't know, he's a dancer and he was also a DJ on Ellen, and yeah, so like that's kind of where he was, and like him and his wife like always post like dancing videos, on TikTok and on social media, and like his life just looked like really happy, and like like he was just like he was like, oh, like there's nothing wrong with that guy, and then like you hear this news, suicide. Like, he shot himself in the head. I was like, what?
That's crazy.
That's crazy. I was like, what the heck? He has 3 kids and like a wife and like, career. I think he was a judge on So You Think You Can Dance. Like, that was like his next venture after Ellen. So I was like.
So why do y'all think he ended it?
I don't know. I don't think, I think they released a statement. Apparently he left a death note, but they didn't release what was on it. But they said it had to do a lot of his like past, like passing. So I think it was a lot of mental stuff that.
I read. Okay, I read one thing, and then I heard from one of my coworkers about another. So the first one was that like he killed himself because he felt like his kids and his wife didn't love him or something like that. Like all the love that you saw like in front of the camera was just fake. In front of the camera, but behind the scenes it's just like it was like high and by type thing. He didn't really feel the love. I don't know about that, but the second one was
that was a little sus.
Like he had, I brought it up because Kim said that like it was kind of sus.
Yeah.
But now I'm thinking, I'm like, all right, well maybe because like the second one was like either some do like crypto.
Oh yeah, no, that's not true.
What's this theory though?
Saying like I don't know because like lately, like a bunch of crypto billionaires are just like dying like out of nowhere. Like
what? I don't know about that.
Yeah, there's this 1 week where like every couple of days, crypto billionaire, crypto founder, blah blah blah, found dead in some vacation home or whatever. Yeah, there was like a couple of them or a few of them. I'm just like, yo, like what's going on, bro?
I had no idea that was happening.
Yeah, so I don't know, man.
No, I heard about the cause like one of the dudes that he was doing business with like posted a video after like he heard the news and saying and was making allegations on like maybe some of the reasons why, and he said that like if you invest like your whole life savings and like you lose it, I understand like that's what like someone would do, but the wife like she I think she debunked the rumor and said that there were no like I don't think they were in any
Financial
yeah,
issues.
yeah,
Or,
yeah,
Mm.
like any trouble in that area. So I don't think that was it. But I don't know about the first one that you said. I didn't hear that. Like, what source
Yeah,
did your friends? Like, what source is that from?
I don't know. It was just one of those like
That's odd too, because
Yeah,
I
I
heard
don't
he was
think it's that.
it's always a black man. Like, ain't no black man just offing himself like that. I don't know. But
John.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just
Who
stuff I be seeing
knows?
on Twitter.
Yeah, so it's crazy because like online like his family just looks like just happy and stuff. But obviously that's online, right?
Yeah.
But like he makes like content with his wife like every week and stuff. And like they're always like happy and dancing, so I'm like, okay, then you hear this news and I'm just like, what the heck? So like it's crazy. What's crazy to me is that he like he has 3 kids, right? And like they're all like pretty young. But like that wasn't enough like to have him like, like stay in this earth and stuff. You know how crazy how like you can't even like I don't know what I'm trying to say. But like how like you kind of think of reasons of like not to do it. So like having I guess like having it all or like isn't like enough for him, and that's just like a little sad,
I think when it comes to a lot of like celebrities passing, in particular when it comes to suicide, it's always very surprising because if you think about it, like a lot of the happiest people that you see are the ones that are the most depressed. Like one of the ones like that I can think of is like Robin Williams. Like he was always trying to make people happy. He seemed like such a happy person, but he was so severely depressed. And it's so sad to see that like these people, I mean, I guess everyone does it, but like more particularly because they're in the public eye, it's like putting on this persona that they can't hide from. And then when these things happen, we're like shocked because we just don't expect it as viewers and people who are taking in their content.
Yeah. That's like, that's crazy. And I've heard that like some of the happiest people are like probably the ones that are like depressed and stuff. So it's scary. Like you really don't know what people be going
Really
through.
don't know what people are going through.
That's nuts to me.
And like to the fact that he felt like he had to remove himself from this earth with a family and kids, like that's just so sad. Like having to think about what kind of, what kind of darkness was inside of him to get him to that point is very sad to think about, particularly because like we all, as you said, like would see him dancing with his family. Like it's very sad and something that doesn't get talked about enough.
Yeah. And like I saw a person comment like how guys like really how like they be going through it like by themselves and in silence. And that's like scary, man.
I mean, yeah, because there's like a stigma as well with that. I mean, I think nowadays hopefully people are more open regardless of gender, but there is that stigma, I guess.
So you boys, if you guys any trouble, don't be scared to say so, man.
Yeah, reach out to your friends, check on your homies.
Yeah.
Pat, you good?
Pat, you good?
That's right, man. You good?
I'm good.
Oh, cute.
You are not alone.
It's like, what, actually?
Kim, you good?
I'm good.
She going to therapy.
I don't care about Drea.
Yeah, I was in therapy right before this.
Yeah.
That's where I was right before this.
Ain't no shame in therapy.
Yeah, therapy is important.
Yes. Yeah, dang, that's crazy. That's why I was like, it felt off, man. And then like, it was like on my mind for probably like 2 days after it happened. I was like, this don't feel right. Like it feels weird. So I'm just like,
I think also when it comes to like celebrity passings, there's always that part of your mind that's like, is this real? Is somebody part of this? Like, I don't know. Like, not that that would happen, but it just like, it almost gives like an eerie feeling.
Yeah. Yeah, especially for like someone who's like it was like so unexpected. Like that was like probably like one of the last people I would have thought to off themselves for real. But yeah, that's what.
When did you find out that he committed suicide? Like throughout the day, or like did you wake up and
Yeah.
just
Yeah. I went to school to take an exam. Then I went to go out and eat. Then I was just on Instagram. I was scrolling when I was waiting for my food. Then I saw that day. One of my friends um posted like his picture with the with
like the RIP?
yeah with the his year dates, and I was like, this can't be real. But then like I see the account, it's like complex. I'm like, okay, this is true. Frick. Sorry. And I was like, what in the world? I was like shook. I was like, oh, this is weird. But
I always find out everything when I wake up because you guys have all experienced your days, and then I wake up and I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah, you're like, what happened? I was
This happens every time.
I know, Kim, sorry. Because you live there. You live
I know.
underground.
Yeah. I always find out everything when I wake up.
Yeah. How do you guys feel about like hearing about like suicides from from like celebrities, or I guess just in general? It always like it makes me feel like it makes me go like this. How do you guys feel about that?
Say that one more time.
Pay attention. Tell the show.
Good deflection. Good deflection. What's it?
I said, like how do you guys feel whenever you hear like someone like committed suicide, like it can be a celebrity or like just like regular, because it makes me feel like all weird and stuff.
I actually had this conversation with one of my friends, and it made me put things to his perspective, because like I saw how he viewed it, and I wasn't sure if I should like agree with it or not, because he said that anybody who commits suicide, like I have no sorrow for it. That's what he said. Like I have no compassion, no sorrow, I don't feel anything for them. But the only people that I do feel bad for is the family, because like the main one that you affect, you don't affect yourself when you kill yourself. You're ending whatever you're going through right then and there, but the pain goes on through your family, through your friends, through the people you connected with. And that's the people that he feels bad for. He don't feel no type of, sorrow or anything towards
the person.
Towards the person, yeah. But on my end, I'm like, I was telling him, I was like, nah, because like you gotta have some sort of compassion. You gotta feel some type of, you gotta feel something towards him, because like you don't know what this person is going through. Like you're not in his shoes. You don't know what type of pain he's going through.
Yeah.
Because like how I view pain, or how I view depression, like, yeah, it could be something like, let's say my dog died and now I just kill myself. Okay. Like, yeah, like this is an extreme example, but like you can't really compare pain level. You know what I'm saying? Like if my dog dies, and that's the most hurt I've felt, because I've never felt the pain of my mom dying or the pain of my dad or grandma dying. But if that dog meant so much to me and he dies, and that's the most pain, that's like, that hurts, bro. Like the pain that I feel, it's hard to explain, but like, that amount of pain is, I felt the same amount of pain when your mom died.
Yeah.
And like, that's how I feel. And maybe you know how to cope with it better. But for me, like I can't, and that's the reason why. And like that's why I can't, like I said, I can't compare, pain levels, because
to other people's.
Yeah, it's not the same. So that's why like you got to feel some type of compassion towards people who do kill themselves.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what they're going through. You don't know what depression they're going through.
Yeah, and how they take pain.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and also depression is a disease. Like it's not necessarily something that like yes, you can kind of go to therapy and you can do things to kind of help with it, but as people lose that battle because they feel like that's the only way out of the pain that they're feeling, and it's not like as selfish as people make it out to seem. Almost like people like, oh, like that's so selfish for him to leave his family or whatever, but it's like you don't know that pain was literally eating him inside to the point where that felt like his only option, and that's really sad to hear.
Yeah,
I know. And there's and like Kim always says that like don't like compare like pain and stuff, because like everyone's like feelings are valid, like no matter how different, like, and I think that's why people don't don't speak up about like their struggles, because like they're like comparing, they're like oh, like I'm not broke, or like I'm not living in the streets, like my only problem is that I didn't get an A on a test, you know. But like that might be like, you know, I guess it's like the same, like I guess like the same thing Pat is trying to say, how like it's different, but
everyone's feelings are valid for sure.
Yeah, but I guess like the pain level is like the same, like
because that's like what their experience is, and that's 100%.
So if you're struggling out there, just say it.
Also, you're not alone. Like, as much as you might feel alone in your struggles, there is 100% someone else who has dealt with something of that similar nature that can understand and support you. And even if you have friends that haven't been through the same things as you, like, there are people that want to understand and help you regardless of whether they've been through it or not.
You are not alone. I'm here with you. Oh, you far away. All right, take it away, John. I am here to stay. Sorry, I had to sing that.
Rest in peace, Michael.
R.I.P. Michael. Oh, okay. I know that we're talking about death, but like I'm gonna switch it up to.
Man, we started with this.
I know. Sorry about that. All right.
Let me get to the fun topics.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna bring up a fun topic, but like it has to do with death. Have y'all been on TikTok? So like there's this new trend where like people are saying Michael Jackson died at 50, or like is someone recent?
Yeah, they'll just say random person died at the same time.
Don't make me laugh, bro.
Yeah, like a celebrity.
Oh,
yeah. Y'all seen that? Yo,
I think I seen one where like they went to their mom or something, like John Lennon died. She was like, what? It's like he died like 20 years ago.
Yeah. I saw someone say someone said Michael Jackson died age 50, and then someone said
he'd been dead for a while.
That man died like what, 2009?
2009, yeah.
Yeah, it was like 2009, I think.
Yeah. Yo, that trend.
So funny.
It's mean to do, but it's so funny. Like when people just be reacting. No, shut up, shut up.
I be laughing like all the aunties or the mothers. They be like, hold on. Like they gotta go call somebody.
Googling it.
For real.
Man, I was gonna do that to my mom on Christmas Day, because like we had some people over, and then you know, and I was gonna say like a Filipino like celebrity died. But I was like, that's kind of cruel on Christmas Day. I ain't gonna do that. but it would have been hilarious because like we had like a lot of people in the house, but I forgot to do it. But that would have been hilarious.
I wonder what Filipino celebrity would like.
Vice Ganda. Oh
Pacquiao,
yeah,
Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah.
Yo, I'd be like, one. I think that would have got me. Bro. I'm like, what?
Manny Pacquiao dead at age, I don't know how old he is, like 40 something.
Man, I would have like my soul would leave my body a little bit.
What?
I'm like, nah, hold on. There's a TikTok trend going on. Hold on, let me check Twitter.
And I hated people for doing that, but yeah, that had me dying. I love how we like transitioned, but like in the same topic of death.
Make it a little more fun.
I know, let's make death a little bit more fun.
No one died, it's fine.
But anyways, so yeah, I didn't want to be too depressing. I just wanted to bring that up because it felt weird. But
I mean, it's normal to whatever reaction you had to this death, like kind of process it however is best for you, because I think it's interesting having a connection to celebrities as well, like because we as humans like watch a lot of media, and like we take in a lot of different media, and it's like maybe we relate to certain people and their struggles, and it can affect everyone in different ways. So and it also makes you think about like people in your life as well, and that's important.
Exactly. So, guys, if you need help, reach out to someone. Call this number right here. I put John.
Answer.
I put Kim's number down because she's my therapist.
Like Andrea, I've been getting a lot of calls.
I know. Why am I getting a call from Kentucky?
Let me ask y'all. Let me ask Kim and Drea a question, because you guys are in like streaming and all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what are the things that people talk about is like people that stream are usually not usually, but they do go through like some form of depression or like some type of mental illness. Is that true? To an extent.
I'm
like, I guess like always trying to like impress people or like put on a show or like you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. No, yeah. I get that, and like another friend also brought that up like once, like to me. It is a thing. It is a thing once you're like, if you're at the top of your like game and like you just
is it like overwhelming?
It is overwhelming, but I don't think like it never like took a toll on me because it's streaming. You know, I guess how I take it is I took it seriously, but I wasn't like on myself about it. You know what I mean? But it is a thing, but I don't think I was big enough to have that gigantic thing like the Twitch people. Like I'm pretty sure a lot of like Twitch players or any of the streamers there who are big and stuff like that probably go through much more drastic and probably like harder things and stuff. But
I think there's also the element of like when you're talking about big streamers like that, there's that pressure because a lot of them, that's their job. And like when it comes to streaming, as Andre and I are aware of, it's very inconsistent. Like you don't know how much your next paycheck is going to be. And if if that's your whole entire job, then that is understandable that has a lot of pressure on your mental health and where you're going to get your next paycheck, where you're going to be able to pay rent or whatever. Whereas like, I understand that aspect, but for me, streaming is like a hobby. So like, I don't feel that pressure because I also have a full-time job. Yeah. But if I didn't have a full-time job, I feel like I would fully understand that kind of pressure of like, you have to be on top of the trends. You have to make sure people are coming in. You have to be authentic at the same time, but also you can't put too much pressure on yourself but you have to because that's your income. So I think when it comes into the income side of it, there is that pressure. But also as a streamer, like there's that importance of being individual and
relevant. Sorry.
And relevant, yeah. And that's definitely hard. But I think the most important thing is as long as you're having fun with it, then continue doing it. And if you're no longer having fun with it, like Andrea, it's okay to move on and it's okay to like let that go because it should only be that. And if it becomes more than that, I can understand how mental health can be affected with that.
Good point.
Yeah. I would agree because it was my job like for a whole year and stuff. And so that's what I relied on. Like that's like it was my paycheck, right? But like I wasn't like I didn't have to pay rent and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it wasn't as hard when I lost that job and stuff. I feel like if Enzo was here, like he would have
a good
he would have a better
he had to pay rent.
Yeah, because that was his job as well. Like we had like the same job but like he had an apartment that he paid and stuff like that. So and like he was struggling for a while, but I wish he was here to talk about it because like we always talked about our struggles, us streamers. Like we always had like a Discord and like we talked about how like I don't have any like content for next month. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know how I'm gonna reach my goal because it's all about goals and stuff. Like if you don't reach
and keeping your viewers wanting to come back as well. Like there's also that element.
And there's like so it was very stressful, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it does take a toll on like creators. I don't think the streamers in general, like creators. I know that a lot of YouTubers like get also that pain of like creating and stuff. So, and that's
I mean, like Andrea would be staying up late nights. Like, there's a lot of work that goes into streaming. So like it's definitely a lot.
But yeah, I feel like any creator kind of goes through.
Oh, just make an OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, heck,
be good.
Heck no, boy.
Andrea starting one up.
Girls got it easy now. This 2023. Yeah,
man, for real, bro. I'll be saying,
ain't got stressed about nothing, girl.
No, okay. So like the thing about like OnlyFans, it's like you have to advertise that you have an OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't keep it on a down low. If you want to get like subscriptions, you're gonna have to tell people, hey, I got OnlyFans.
Tell everybody you know.
Subscribe. Yeah, you gotta. I'm like, I ain't doing that. Heck no. Like even if it's only like for feet pics. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing that. Oh, heck no.
Next thing you do, Andrea's on the stories like, yo, what's up, feet pics?
Hey guys, click the link below.
You want to see more? Subscribe. 10% off today.
That's my OnlyFans. That's funny.
I can't do it, but I respect to people who are, making a living out
of
it.
You got
content creators. Content creators.
Hustle.
Yeah, I mean, no shame in making your bag,
No shame at all. Like power to you.
We don't shame them.
No, we don't
get
shame.
The bag.
I have a friend. I have a friend in high school who has a OnlyFans, and I'm pretty sure, and I think she's doing well. I haven't spoken to her in a while, but I think she's doing well.
What I don't fully get about OnlyFans though, like maybe it's just me, but I'm like, if people subscribe and then they see your goods, why are they still spending money? Like they seen them. Like what?
I think you can make.
I mean, it's free on other websites, but you want to go.
That's
pay
what I'm saying. I'm like you see the good
random person.
Like what more you paying for? Like you see it.
Activities.
I don't know. Like I think it's great. I guess people so like you.
Yeah, I think.
Can you suck your toes in front of the camera for me?
I think that's more of a mental illness.
More of a kid.
Paying for that.
I think those people might need to have a bit of a checkup on their mental health. I hope that they're okay.
No, but to be honest, like at this point, like I respect the hustle, like people are doing and stuff. Cause I get like finding a job sometimes is hard, and so like if you can't find a job, like you have to make your own work. Like that's what I have experienced in high school. Like I applied to so many jobs, I never got them, so I made my own job. I was a photographer, and like I was freelance till I was like 21, So I'm like, and like I'm still freelance. I've only had one real job, no, I've had 3 now, but like before that, I only had one real job. So it's the hustle, and I respect that. If you got the drive to make money, to eat, I respect that, no matter what it is.
Hell yeah.
Except selling drugs, let's not do that.
Let's not do illegal things. Like
the illegal stuff. We gotta do that. I mean, like I'm pretty sure there's something at McDonald's that opened up.
Don't be doing nothing illegal, but like respect the hustle.
Yeah, respect the hustle though. Have we talked about like what was the craziest thing that you've done to earn money? I think we have in the podcast where we talked about like being broke and stuff like that. But I want to see. But I need a refresher, and I want to know what Kim's is. So, what was the most desperate thing that you guys have done for money, to earn money?
Started streaming.
Okay, but you weren't broke, Kim.
No. Well, like, to be honest, I have never really been broke because I got my first job at 14 and I've never stopped working since.
Slay.
So
at Subway, right?
Yeah, I started working at Subway when I was 14, and then I got a job as a receptionist, and then I started working in law. So I've never not had a job.
Go off.
So I don't think I can answer this one.
We love a working queen.
Yeah, I've never taken time off working ever.
What?
So I don't know.
And John is like,
So like you don't go like for vacations, like
No, because I always like saved my money, and I was like, I don't ever want to be in a situation where I like can't pay for something that I need to pay for. So I always saved my money, and my parents were always like, if you don't save your money, you have to pay me rent. And I was like, okay, well then I'm going to save my money, so I don't have to give you money. And so then I just did that, and like it helped a lot. Yeah, I just like wanted to make sure I always was able to support myself, and I also am very independent. I don't like to rely on anyone. So like I was like, I'm gonna hustle forever because I don't want to ever have to ask anyone for money.
mm-hmm.
So I don't think I can answer this question. Just like desperately done.
Kim is the responsible one. She's
I was
the boring
responsible.
one. Boo. But how about you, Pat and John, and me? I have a lot.
I mean, it wasn't. This was like really like kind of sad. Not gonna lie.
What did you?
I mean, it's not sad, but like
what did you
I wanted
sell?
my hair. It was in high school. It was probably like a sophomore, and like I was looking rough, man. Like I needed a haircut so bad, bro. And haircuts were like I want to say it was like $15-$20, and then there was this dude. He had like the leftovers of weed. And like he bagged it up. He's like he just brought it to school. He was like, hey bro, like look, like this is like all my leftover weed. And it was just a bunch of sticks and like the little thing that don't really
You have to sell it.
Yeah, like I was like, hey bro, like I'll give you that, I'll buy it from you for $5, right?
$5.
And I got it for like, and I get $5. And then I flipped it and I turned it around, I sold it to somebody for 15. And I was like, boom, bro, we got a haircut today.
Oh my god. I've never heard
you was a little drug dealer.
I know.
Yeah, bro. Flipping the zip, you know what I'm saying?
Flipping the zip. Yo, I've never heard this story. That's hilarious.
That's so funny.
That was my one and only time where I was sold drugs.
he sold some sticks for a haircut.
And if you had the vision, you could have like went far Scarface level.
Okay, man.
For real.
Patrick Escobar out here.
You're annoying.
Oh man, that's
Yo,
crazy.
that's for a haircut. He said he was looking rough.
Like not even for like candy or something.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
I need a
like
haircut.
for lunch. I know, Pat. I thought I was like, I haven't eaten in days. No, I need a haircut.
I need a haircut, bro.
Because I'm trying to impress the ladies over here.
Crazy. Oh my god, that's funny. Okay. How about you?
The only reason.
the
only reason why I did that, my bad. The only reason I did that was because like my mom had gone to the Philippines for like 2-3 months.
Oh, I remember
So,
that.
like, yeah, and she only left
You
me
were
with like $100 or $200, bro. And then like I blew through it through like
The
for
first
food.
week.
Yeah, man. So I was just like I was running low, man. So I just I can't.
Oh,
So,
holy
yeah.
dang, man, that's hilarious. How about you, John?
Oh man. I think the worst thing I ever did was probably like steal out my mom's purse.
Yo, me too. I feel bad.
You steal for your own mom, and you down bad, boy.
Yeah,
For real.
bro, like the feeling is bad when you steal from your like parents.
You're talking like $5 or like
No,
how much are we talking?
How much you stole, John?
This is probably while I was like high school or something. So it was probably money was probably different levels back then, but it was probably like $20 or $10 or something like that. Just for like school lunch, just to eat. You know what I'm saying?
That's understandable.
Just to flex on the kids. I wanted some
Not
extra
bad.
cash.
Ma, you ain't gave me no lunch money. That's why I had to steal.
Not for the streets.
But you
now.
know, you get lunch, you get the little tray lunches, but
Yeah.
you want to impress the cool kids. You don't want the tray lunch. You want to buy the lunch.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
like
okay.
the fancy lunches. Yep.
Yeah.
Nah, dude, I did the same thing, but I think this was my freshman year of college, I think. And like I don't have a job and stuff like that, and like and I know where my mom's stash is, like whatever like she
Oh yeah, you
has. Like,
told this before.
oh,
Yeah.
have I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna tell to Kim because Kim doesn't know, but
Yeah.
I think I didn't have any money because I forgot. Oh, I had to give like the money that I got from FAFSA to my mom because she paid for like for my classes and stuff. And so like when I got it back, I had to pay her back. And so like I didn't have anything. And then I was hungry, yo. I was hungry. I'm gonna be in school for like the whole day. Like I'm not gonna have any food, and I got no money. So I went to her stash, and I took like $40, and then I was like because I don't know why I was broke, but I didn't get my FAFSA yet, and that's why I didn't have any money, and I think this was in the beginning of the year, and like I was like I don't have any gas money, and I don't want to ask my mom for money and stuff like that, and I'm getting my FAFSA in like the next like few weeks, and so but like I don't have any money, right? So I take money, and then I was like, okay, once I get like my FAFSA, I'm giving the money back. But bear you in mind, Kim. Okay, I don't know if you guys know, my mom is really good with numbers. She's good with her money. She is the treasurer. She is the treasurer of our church. So she handles all the money and stuff. So she has no problem with like keeping track of her money because she keeps track of it. And then one day, like I see like the envelope where she hid her stash and stuff like that, and was like, I'm missing like $40. I don't know. I think someone took $40, but I think she knows that I took, but she didn't really say. But she addressed that like she's missing money, and I'm just like, and then I was like, oh, what?
She never found out it was you.
What? Dang, that's crazy.
No, but I'm pretty sure there's like she knows me because who else would have taken it? And
So none of your moms found out that you stole money?
I'm pretty sure that she knew it was from me, but like she didn't address it. You know what I'm saying?
What about you, John? Did your mom find out?
No.
No.
Yeah, but I felt bad. I never paid it back.
You better slip that 40 back in when you get a real job, girl.
I know. I owe her $100.
Like I owe more money now.
No, yeah, no, okay, yo, I've been struggling with money for like the past few months ever since I got fired from my streaming job, yo.
Are you still doing that? Oh my god.
Well, not anymore because
Still putting your hand in the cookie jar?
Guys, I had no, I didn't steal. I asked her for money.
Oh, I thought, girl.
No, I ain't doing that.
Stealing.
Guys, I'm not stealing from my mom anymore. I asked for money because I needed it. But listen. No, okay, all right. So I know that we've been out of the podcast for a while, but I got a temporary job over the break, and so I was working around from November to December, and my first week, I had to take an exam, at my university, and I didn't have. I think I was negative $12. Pat knows. Pat knows this because he asked. Because he told me that he'd pay the difference if like I got something for him. So I was negative $12, and I was like, okay, I have to go to school to take my exam. I don't have a parking pass, so I need to pay for parking and gas because I don't have any gas. So I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. So I called my mom. I was like, can you give me $100? Oh, and plus I had a payment coming up from one of the things that I did, like the 4-way pay on PayPal. And so I was like, frick, that's all in the same week. So I'm like, I got no money. So I asked my mom, I was like, can I borrow $100 because I need to go to school to take my exam and I don't have like money for parking or gas. And plus I need to, pay this thing that I'm paying for. And then, so she just sent it, and I was like, I'm gonna pay you back as soon as I get paid, cause I got paid, cause I'm getting paid like 2 weeks after that, but like I haven't gotten paid yet, obviously, cause it just started. And so, yeah, She gave me $100, but I haven't paid her back yet. I'm gonna pay her back. No worries.
Get back on allowance, man.
No.
Get back on OnlyFans.
Nah, bro. No, I don't like asking for money. It doesn't feel.
That's what I mean. Like I hate asking people for money. So like I'm never doing that.
Yeah, but like if I need it, I'm gonna do it. Like I'm not that helpful.
Yeah.
You know, like if I need help, I'm not scared to ask. But it's like my last resort. You know what I'm saying?
I think my fear of asking people for things is the reason why I'm like, I need to hustle.
Yeah.
Because I'm like too scared to ask people for things.
Yeah. I get that though. I get that. But yeah. So that's being broke sucks, guys. I'm working on it, all right? New Year's resolution, get a stable job.
Ooh, New Year's resolutions, bro.
What's our New Year's resolution?
Oh, that's a good one.
Do you guys have some?
I'm like trying to think of some.
I know.
Mine is always to eat healthy and work out and be in the best shape of my life. Like do
you ever do that?
The end of January, I'm like, I'm done.
No, we see him eating Wingstop, Whataburger.
Oh no, I've cut back a lot. You'll be surprised.
I know. I haven't seen it in a minute.
I dropped like 10 pounds. Yeah.
Dang.
I mean, look, that's something to be proud of.
That is good. Yeah. Hey, me too. Since like the end of November, I've just been eating vegetables and grilled chicken. No rice, no nothing, no bread, unless it's like a weekend and like I don't have the food with me, so I just have a little cheat day. But most of the week, that's what I eat. Looking good, feeling good. But a New Year's resolution is to get a proper job. So
that's a good one.
So I'm not struggling. But yeah, how about you, Pat?
Mine is attend prayer meeting and Bible study. More consistent. I don't, bro. This whole like probably
year,
for like
I know,
the past 2 years, bro. Like I
2 years.
I haven't been joining. Probably like this year. I've only gone to Bible study like once, bro. And that was in January. So next year I'm gonna try to. I am going to, be more consistent with that, and I also want to find a side hustle.
What kind of side hustle, huh?
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
I know.
If y'all see an OnlyFans link somewhere, mind your business.
Mind your business.
Come support.
I got bills.
I don't know. I have a few things in mind, but I don't want to.
Side hustle. He don't want to give away his.
Not that I don't want to give it away. I just don't want to like hype it up and then.
Oh, before it happens,
not to
like jinx
things
it.
not to work out. Yeah, so
I got that.
Keep it low key for now.
How about you, Kim? What's your New Year's resolution?
Well, I'm supposed to finish law school next year, so that's exciting.
You're about to be a lawyer, guys.
I'm gonna be a lawyer next year, hopefully.
I have another question after this.
Okay.
Can you represent me?
Can you represent me?
To be honest, like just get through next year. Like that's my resolution. Just get through my final year of law school.
Yeah, let's go. I know that's
without like having a lot of mental breakdowns. Would be nice.
Yeah, Kim, let's not go and hook up with people in bushes.
Maybe I should stop being manic.
Let's not act on our.
Maybe respect myself a little more.
Yeah, maybe let's do that.
Kim, you out there? Oh man.
Okay.
You out in the streets?
Kim out there in the streets. In them streets.
When you gonna come to the States?
Buddy. I was desperate.
Kim, when are you coming back?
When are you gonna come to the States?
Well, I mean, I went this year. This year I was in the States.
Yeah. And that's when
maybe when I finish my degree, because I can't really take any like vacation when I'm doing my law school. But when I finish law school, I'm come back for sure. Have a white Christmas maybe.
Let's go, Kim. Yeah, let's go to let's spend Christmas up there with Enzo.
Yeah, he's in Canada.
Canada.
New York.
Yeah, or New York. Let's go to New York.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, I definitely need to reward myself for doing law school like that.
That is hard. That is a hard.
I need to treat myself.
Yes. All right, John. What was that question you had for Kim?
All right, so you mentioned laws, so it brought up something in my head about.
Yeah.
I don't know. Have you guys been keeping up with the Meg and Tory case
Yes.
or situation?
I heard about it, but I'm not really like up to date.
I don't
Wait,
know.
I don't know if I know this.
Megan Thee
Kim, are you
Stallion
familiar?
and Tory Lanez about
I don't know about this.
Tory Lanez
Oh
shot.
man, I wish you knew. I hope that would have been perfect to
And
ask you, but
He shot.
Oh,
I just
don't
want to know your opinion. So basically, the outcome was Tory Lanez is a rapper, and
Yeah.
Meg Thee Stallion. Do you know Meg Thee Stallion at least?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's kind of hard to explain because there's so much information. But basically, he was found guilty on all 3 charges, about shooting at her or shooting her in the foot or whatever.
That's
But
aggravated.
they really had no evidence. So, like,
Mm.
what do you think about that as far as like
Well,
him?
that's very difficult. The thing is, it's also about like a lot of the time when it comes to legal stuff, it's about mens rea, which is intention. So like, was there an intent? Was there like, obviously like the whole issue is there was no evidence that that had happened, right? I'm assuming because like she said that he like,
the witness that they had wasn't really sure. The other person in the vehicle that was also there, they kind of said they didn't see anything.
That's really
So
hard.
the
to
only
prove
thing they
without
had
evidence.
was like the testimony of the witness, pretty much, which was Meg going against Tory.
I guess in that kind of situation, usually that just gets cross-examined and then like the truth comes out through cross-examination. But it's really hard to prove without evidence, like unless you've got some sort of like wound or someone videoed it. Like it's so difficult. They are so strict on that kind of stuff, especially when it comes to like maybe they could bring out like an intention, like maybe through cross-examination they could be like, you know, specific questions asked and being like, oh, it came out that intended to do that. But it's so hard to, you know, legally do something about something that has nothing, no evidence following it up.
Reasonable doubt to
Yeah. Reasonable doubt. That's the whole thing.
Kim is in her
So,
element.
yeah, that was a big case. I'm surprised you didn't see that.
I don't know why I didn't know about this.
Yeah,
Because you live in a bubble, Kim.
Google it over.
I do. To be honest, I don't really follow the news that much because like I'm the type of person who I can't like my parents like come home from work and then they turn on the news immediately. I'm like, I don't want to hear about all the sad things in the world. Like that's just depressing.
Yeah, I know. Same thing. Yeah. But
Yeah.
dang.
I don't like go out of my way to find news because I get sad by it.
I saw this guy on TikTok. He was like this ain't adding up. About the situation. He was like talking about Tory Lanez like, man, I don't know why this ain't adding up. And then like someone like responded to it and was like, that's what happens when you shoot someone. You go to prison. like it's common sense, yo. Why are you saying like it ain't adding up? It ain't making sense. But that's crazy. I don't even.
Yeah, I think the thing is
There's
like there
enough
was also
witnesses.
someone. Yeah, sorry. I
No,
think the
go
thing
on.
is like there wasn't proof. Like
Oh.
most people would say agree. Like okay, like most likely 80%, 90% he probably shot, but there was also someone else in the car, 2 other people. We don't know. We can only go by what the witness says. But in the court of law, you have to prove that he did it. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's he
true.
say, she say at that point. So
It's
I think that's what most people were kind of like shocked about is that with no evidence, he was still convicted on a guilty verdict.
The guilty charge made me surprised because like like I don't honestly like I didn't know like what to believe because there was like so many stories like leading up to the verdict that like made me like okay. At first I was like, yeah, Megan Thee Stallion got shot, and then things came out that were proving that she didn't get shot, and then another thing came to prove that she did get shot. So I'm like, what's going on? But
sounds like it's hearsay.
and then so they also said that they did find a gun, and but when they went to, I guess, get like the DNA, like
Yeah,
you know,
it
find
was
some type of DNA
inconclusive.
off
They
the
didn't
gun.
find no fingerprints on
Yeah,
the,
exactly.
they couldn't determine who had. There was gun residue,
Yeah, there
or
was
powder or whatever it is.
The gun was shot, is that right?
yeah,
Right.
it was shot for sure, but like,
Okay.
By whom they don't know. They did all the scientific bullshit that they do, and they
It's
can't
so hard
determine.
because when it comes to hearsay, it has to be like a factual thing. Like you can't just be like, I heard somebody say that this happened, because that's hearsay. So like it has to be like your eyewitness testimony for it to be accurately in court. So it's a very difficult thing if no one technically witnessed anything, except for like one person, which I mean they would be interrogated, but it's hard if other people are saying opposite things.
Kim is. We're like trying to sort this out with Kim. We
What,
got
you
a
guys
lawyer.
like,
I know it's
We
kind of
got
hard
a
because she
lawyer
didn't. She
on
don't know.
call.
sorry, you guys are like, what does that mean?
I'm like, word, yeah, cross examination.
Kim
Like,
is
yeah,
like,
sure.
Kim is like, I need all the evidence right now. Show me all the
I'm like, where's the evidence?
That's the evidence.
Let's go.
Objection.
Hey, Torres should have had you on the case. He would have been out. He would have been free. He would have been free. But yeah, that's crazy. That was my question. I thought you had kept up with it. That's all I wanted to ask.
No,
What's
I
your
hadn't. But also American law is so different to Australian law. Like we do use some case law,
That's
but
true.
from America, but it's not very often because we're Commonwealth. So you guys got your own laws all over.
I know you guys. I know you say you guys don't really have guns there. What's the penalty if like someone were to have a gun and like shoot somebody or whatever?
Oh, it'd be, I don't know exactly because like that's not
That's
the
a
area of law I
question.
work in, but it would be it would definitely be a huge penalty considering like guns are illegal here. So you would have a charge for owning a gun, you would have a charge for using a gun, you would have a charge for aggravated assault, you would have a charge for a lot of things because yeah, like guns are completely illegal here.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it would be a very bad situation.
Yeah, Kim is always like surprised. Well, not surprised.
Yeah.
About, like, all
I am
the stuff.
surprised. Well,
Oh.
yeah, I'm always like shocked that it continues, I guess.
But
like,
she
amount of-
knows that like like any of the shooting that she hears like online, like she knows it's from America.
Yeah, like anytime I hear that there's been a
That's
shooting, I'm like,
sad.
where in America? Like it's
Yeah.
never where else in the world. It's always where in America.
Some
Yeah.
people are stubborn here.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate. Like, especially, you know, when, I mean, everyone knows this argument, but like when it's so easy to like go through medical processes, but to get a gun, you can just go into a store and get one. Like that's wild to me. That's so crazy to me.
Yeah, there's so many different things that Australia does. Like she was telling me about like the student loans thing. How
Yeah.
how like they don't have to pay it, something like that. Tell them, Kim.
So with student loans, you have like a government loan, and what happens is when you finish all of your schooling, or if you get a job that's over like 60,000 a year, I think, then you start paying it off through your paycheck. So they take a portion of your paycheck and that goes towards your loans, and you just pay it off over time. So that's how our loans work here. Like you don't pay it like all at once, like it just comes out of your paycheck once you reach a certain amount of money. So it's pretty good.
It's almost like tax.
Yeah, you just get taxed a little bit more than everybody else who doesn't have loans. But if you never get like that job with that a certain amount of money, then like you just never really pay it off and you just hope it goes away.
She also
We're getting a little deep here, but how's the economy there like in Australia? Is it like a bunch of rich people, or is it more like a lot of poor people?
I would say it's very similar to America. We've got like, you know,
America.
all classes. There's like, you know, homeless people, there's middle class. Like I feel like it's pretty similar. But I just think it's maybe we just have to pay a lot more taxes. Like that's sort of how it works, because we have like free healthcare and all that. So we do have to pay a little more taxes.
Here's like the funny thing. So okay, guys. So when I met Kim,
I don't know what you're about to say.
So when I met Kim in LA earlier this year, she was so scared to go out and eat because here in America, you know, tipping is a thing, you know.
Tipping?
Yeah.
I had no idea how to tip.
And like in Australia, apparently it's illegal to tip.
It's not illegal, but it's just weird.
It's
like
not a
if you
thing.
tip someone, they would be like, what is this?
Yeah, what is this? Yeah, so it's not a thing in Australia. And so every time she was like, no. Oh, I think she told me that she didn't eat yet because she didn't want to go out because I think they're going to ask her to
I was
tip.
scared of tipping. Because I was like, I don't know, because like the whole
Are you
thing
gonna
is right.
I
Like
need
there's
that
not
$5 right now.
there's not really like a every single one of you guys too did not help, because like Andre would be like, I don't tip here, but I tip here, and then Enzo would be like,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
don't tip that. I'm like, what do you tip? Like, what is the answer? And there was like no answer.
No, here, listen. Okay, so tipping is like it's optional. It's optional. It's just more of like
But people won't
courtesy.
taste you out. That's like their paycheck.
I
I
mean,
don't think it's even optional anymore. It's like taking out your they add
Yeah.
it to like your ticket now, right? Like your receipt.
Ratatouille.
yeah, oh my,
gratuity.
yeah. So some restaurants already like take it out and like put it in there. I don't know why they do that. It's supposed to be optional, but I guess like some people just do it because it's like that's what you should do. But I'm like, you agreed to get paid $2, so that's kind of your fault. But I still tip if it's good service. But you know, like if the waiter is being like trashy, like you don't have to tip. I don't like it when like Starbucks and all those places ask for a tip. Like they're doing that now, and it pisses me off. I'm like, what the heck? Like there's barely any service that you're giving me. I'm not tipping you. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it's like on the spot too, and like it makes me feel uncomfortable. But I'm like, nope, I'm not tipping you at Starbucks. I'm paying for $5 for coffee. I ain't tipping you another $2. You know what I'm saying? But it's optional, Kim. So
Completely optional though.
it's completely optional. Like you don't have to
Yeah.
pay. Like you don't have to pay. Like if you go to a restaurant with your friends, like you don't have to pay if you don't want to. People just pay is because it's just for, you know.
But like,
being
if you
nice.
don't, they're gonna get paid nothing, right? Like the waiters are gonna get paid like nothing if you don't tip.
I mean, you're not the only customer.
Yeah.
Well, okay,
Yeah,
But if you frequent there, it's best to tip because then you'll get bad service
Yeah.
next time you
It's
go
just
there.
weird
They
because
see
like
you.
in Australia, the way it works is like the employer employs people to work for their restaurant to work, so therefore they get a wage.
Yeah.
Like, why would the customers pay their wage? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me as an Australian,
That's like-
because it's like
Yeah, that's
They're
the main
getting
argument for that.
paid.
Pay your employees.
Yeah, pay your employers so they don't go ask for tips.
Mhm.
I don't know why that's a thing. Like in other.
It just makes me
places and
nervous
stuff.
because I don't want to upset
Yeah.
anyone.
Yeah, Kim was literally like, I didn't eat yet because I didn't want to go out because I didn't want to tip. I'm like, Kim, you haven't eten and it's like 3 p.m.
I
I'm
was
like,
just
what's wrong with
scared.
you?
I was like, I don't know what to do.
It's crazy. Yeah, but yeah. So
I'm alone in the world.
I remember I think we were at Chick-fil-A and then she was asking me, she was like, hey, can you just give the card and order and stuff like that, because I don't know, like, because I don't know. If
I'm just
they-
scared. I was like,
"Oh,
I don't- I was just scared. I didn't know what I was doing.
yeah, but yeah.
I think I'll be the same way if I was to go to Australia. I'm like, what's going on?
Well, in Australia, everything is literally like, even when you go to a store, right, you don't pay like tax on top. It's everything is like exactly what it is. Like you get to the counter,
Like on
that's
the
the
tag?
payment. Yeah,
Yeah,
whatever's on the
that's
tag,
awesome.
that's the payment. Whatever is on the receipt at the restaurant, that's the payment. That's all you pay. No one expects anything extra.
I wish it was like that. So it's like already like.
It's so much
yeah.
easier.
Yeah, it is so much easier.
Like, it's so confusing to me when I was in America. I'm like, oh, this is $2, and I get to the counter. I'm like, it's not $2. I'm confused.
It's $6 tax.
Yeah.
Tax.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
whereas
should
here
just
it's
add the
just
taxes
included.
in there.
Yeah, that makes
that's
more
true.
sense. And also, in Australia, public transportation is free.
No, it's not free, but if you're in the center of the city, it's free.
Okay.
So like if you're a tourist and
Oh,
you like
downtown.
want to explore, yeah, if you want to explore like downtown, it's free, but it's outside of that, it's not free.
Oh, okay. But yeah, there you go. And that's why
That's cool.
Kim doesn't have a car.
Yeah, because I just take free public transport because I live in the city.
Man, so it's like New
Yeah.
York. Huh?
Yeah,
She
yeah,
said
it is
it's
similar
like
to
New
New York.
York. Yeah.
It's like
Okay, okay.
Melbourne is like the Australian New York, I would say.
Yeah, so it's pretty different here in America.
It
We
is.
pay a lot of extra stuff, but yeah.
It's very confusing for me going there. That's why I was like, I'm so glad I had you all with me because I did not know what I was doing.
Kim was just nervous. She was like, here's my card, and you can just
Yeah.
like add yours to my card, because
Yeah.
I
Well,
was
I
like,
don't know what I'm doing.
Kim was so funny. And she was like extra tall as well.
Yeah, I'm very cool.
So she was just
How
You guys
tall
were
are you?
driving on the wrong side of the road, and I was like, I don't know what's happening.
How tall are you?
5'8", I think.
I'm 5'9".
Oh, I thought you were 5'8".
Dang.
Yeah, she's
I'm
tall.
quite tall.
Guys, here's a picture of me and her.
Oh yeah, we like standing next to each other is so weird.
Yeah, I have it. She's tall. I was like, what the heck, Kim? It made me look like a Oompa Loompa or something.
It's so weird that Andrea and I have met in person, to be honest.
I know.
It's very weird.
Okay. You don't look that tall here, but she wears like those
I think
boots.
is it the step one? Am I standing on the step?
No, it's the one where like we're both laughing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's pretty tall.
I guess I look quite tall compared to you.
You are a tall girl. But yes. Anyways, we've been on for an hour and 15 minutes. I think we did we covered a lot of things. Anything else you guys want to talk about, or we are good to go? I think
I'm good.
We did.
Do we have a third host? I mean, a fourth host.
We don't.
Or we need a fourth host, bro.
I know. Yo, ask one of y'all's friends.
I don't got friends.
Like Kim. Kim, you want to be our fourth host?
She took it for us.
I would, but if it's like every week, I'll be working.
Yeah.
I'm just on vacation right now.
Yeah, she's busy. She go to work sometimes.
Mm.
We'll find someone. Cool.
I'll
Chris.
guest whenever though.
Yeah, Kim is always down to be a guest.
Yeah.
That's cool. But yes, we are looking for another host. So yes, that's that. But thank you guys for watching. It was fun to be back and to catch up and be.
Yeah. Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, Kim, thanks for coming back on. We love having Kim on. You know. We talked about a lot of things today, so pretty good podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll be back next week, I promise.
You promise?
I promise. Hopefully, we'll find someone to take another co-host spot. But yes, I'm your host Andrea with my co-host Patrick, John, and our guest Kimberly. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.
See you next year.
See you next
Oh
year.
yeah, see you next year. Bye.
See you next year.